Hey guys, it's Mark, Spagabber Backpacking, and today I want to talk with you guys a little bit about the footwear that I wear when I'm out backpacking, hiking, uh, out having some fun out there in the woods. So, I've gone through a lot of different iterations of what it is that I wear. I started out a long time ago, just like everyone else, wearing boots, and I went through heavyweight boots, some all leather boots, to some uh, some more sporty boots that were a little bit nylon, a little bit leather mix, some that had really strong lasts in it, and some that were a little bit more flexible. Then, as I started getting more and more into the ultralight thing, uh, my taste really shifted from the boots to trail runners. Uh, but I went through a lot of different trail runners before I found ones that really worked for me. And a year ago, just a little over a year ago, I found a new company, well, newer company at least to me, that has a very unique shoe. And the company is Hoka 11 or Hoka One One, depending on who you ask or what part of the country you're in. But I found this one shoe. It's called the Stinson ATR, and fell in love with it. The amount of cushion that it provides is amazing. The traction is good. Uh, Really, for me, it's been the ultimate backpacking shoe. So this was the original one that I started out with. This was the one that I had a year ago, and you can just see the amount of sole that's here. Very cushiony. After a 20-mile day in these, your legs still feel good. The amount of cushion that it provides really takes the jarring off of your knees. Because they are a little bit higher, a lot of people worry about the roll and about the stability issues. But if you look head on, they're very wide at the base, and so I really never had any issues with with that taking place. What ended up happening was with these ones, um, they started to break down a little bit on me. So I bought some new ones, and these are the new generation, this year's model of the Hoka One One Stinson ATR. When I got it, they had changed the insoles quite significantly from last year's model. A couple other big changes. The the tongue on the old model was very thin. So when you lace it up pretty strong, when you went really tight, you could really feel the laces digging into the top of your foot. So this year they went to a much thicker padded tongue, and so now you can really cinch them down, and there's no problem. The reason that I like the Stinson, this is the Stinson 3, this was the Stinson 2. The reason that I go with the Stinson is it has a much wider foot box. And for my feet, I tried a couple of the other Hoka One One off trail or the trail runners, and couldn't quite come up with ones that felt really good. So I went back to the tried and true ATR, like them. Uh, but since they had changed them, this is the insole that came in last year's, and it's extremely thin, floppy. Just kind of fit in there, but it has a nice heel cup. The one that came with this was a little bit thicker, and after the first time using it, I noticed that I started having some hot spots down along the side of my foot, in this area and in this area, where this outsole kind of comes up around your foot, and it was causing a ridge, which was causing me some hot spots. So after, so that happened during the Adirondack trip. So after the Adirondack trip, I pulled those out, and I went and bought some memory foam insoles, thinking that that extra cushion would be good. And then I took my Dremel and really shaved them and shaped them so that it was a nice seamless transition from the footbed up into the sides of the shoe itself. So what you didn't get to see on the trip, the Zaleski trip, was day 2 and then definitely day 3. I was dealing with some massive blisters on this part of my sole right here. So right on my heel, right in here, because the memory foam was a completely flat footbed. It didn't have any heel cup, and so the transition was a very sharp angle, and it created a huge hot spot, and I ended up with huge blisters there. So I was in a lot of pain towards the end of that trip. So what I did was I went to Superfeet. I got the green Superfeet. I've used them before in some boots when I had problems. Threw those in, and I've used them now for a little bit of time, a couple of day trips, and then I also used them on the hike to up in the 3 days that I just did in the Black Hill Wilderness and the Black Hills. Absolutely no problems with them. They've got a nice heel cup. They're a little bit stiffer, a little bit harder with a pretty good arch, and they end up working really good. What was awesome is these are size 10 Hoka 1-1 Stinson ATRs. Size 10. I got the large size super feet, and they slid in there without any custom fitting. So no trimming, no nothing. Right in. Never had that happen with an insole before, so to have that happen was great. But these are the shoes that I prefer. These are what I like to use when I'm out there. Just the amount of cushion really makes it nice. It's not that you don't feel the trail underneath you. It's just that, when you step on that sharp rock, it no longer is a sharp poke in the bottom of your foot. The shoe really conforms around it. You feel that there's something there, but it's nothing that's going to hurt your foot. And after a long day, or for a long day on the trail, it really helps to preserve your knees, preserve your legs, and give you that little bit extra to keep you going throughout the day. So if you're looking for a new trail shoe, take a look at these, go try them out, walk around the store. You'll immediately notice a huge difference from anything else you've ever worn. But for me, that was a good difference. It's something that I appreciate every time I'm out there hiking. So you guys know the deal. If you like what I'm doing, leave me a comment. Let me know how it's going, anything I can do to improve. Thanks, guys. Get out there and do it.